Some of the most powerful tools we have is our mind and thinking. It can make or break your future. If you want to see the results, just look at successful people. If you want to learn more, make sure you watch this video till the end. Hello, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will have a look at the book How Successful People Think by John C. Maxwell. But before we continue, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Also, make sure you learn something and comment about your favorite part of the video, as this might just change your life. And with that said, let's get to it.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Have you ever felt that you were just walking through life without knowing what to do? You can go through the normal daily routine of waking up, going to work, eating, and sleeping, but you can't really say what you've done with your day by the end of the day. Worst of all, for most people, this loop goes on forever. Most of the time, you will find yourself wondering what life would have been like if it had turned out differently. This book helps you get rid of these feelings and thoughts by exploring the mindset that all successful people have in common and how you can use this mindset in your life. How you begin your day is what determines how your day will be. Do you wake up thinking, today will be a good day? Or do you wake up wondering how you'll get through the day? How often do you ask yourself whether the day's habits will impact your future? Someone who has a be good attitude will just want to show how they can perform the specifics of their job as required. This person is not really focused on improvement and self-growth. All he wants to do is be good or just okay, but not really the best. The bad news for this guy is that he will never progress. Unless he changes his mindset, he will never really make any progress in life. He will always have the same job with no satisfaction whatsoever. With that attitude, you cannot accomplish anything, and you will feel as if you do not have a sense of purpose and meaning. To change this, you need to have the desire to be the best. This mindset will encourage you to look for new opportunities to succeed and excel. Such a person will always compare yesterday's progress with today's, asking himself whether he is getting better or not. Comparing yourself with the best version of yourself or your personal best is completely different from comparing yourself with others. This is what keeps successful people going. Suppose you compare yourself to your coworkers or peers. In that case, you are most likely to get caught up in their petty insecurities and anxieties, which will prevent you from progressing. You can think of it as a waste of time, too. You should make it your main goal to be better than the best version of yourself and not better than that person in your department. Changing your attitude is something that is actually quite simple. The human brain happens to be highly adaptable, meaning that training yourself to develop better habits is quite simple. To do this, you can start by overcoming your fear of mistakes. Everyone is afraid of looking foolish or messing up. However, studies show that the most successful people mostly acknowledge their capacity for making mistakes. By doing this, they end up making themselves less likely to mess up because they have overcome their fear of messing up. If you want to be successful, you also have to be willing to ask for help. Everyone wants to look like they have it all under control. This all boils down to the fear of looking foolish. But what if we told you that by asking questions, you could learn more and grow in the long run? Another thing successful people know is that you never really stop learning. Learning is a continuous process, and it is very beneficial when it comes to changing your life. The more you learn, the more you can differentiate between good and bad habits and thoughts, and you can replace them with better ones. Even with all this, there are still some important lessons that you have to learn to be successful. Thinking outside the box is one important key to being successful. No matter what goals you have or what industry you are working in, you have to think outside the box to develop personally and improve yourself. This is one of the most challenging mindsets to have. This is because for the first 18 years of your life, you are taught to conform to a certain way of life and thinking. As a result, we let our thoughts not matter and conform to others. However, the author of this book claims that this is dangerous. As much as it is essential to be respectful, it is also important to know when to speak up. It's not all about going with the flow. Sometimes you have to challenge the status quo. From a business perspective, knowing when to speak up is very important. Suppose you do not know how to think outside the box. In that case, you will miss out on many opportunities, especially those that require creative thinking. For example, when it comes to a scenario where you have to come up with an idea as a group, you will never know whether your idea was a good one or not. When it comes to such cases, you will always be beaten by other people who are not afraid of failure and who will always push on to develop awesome ideas. To survive in the ever-changing world of business, you need to change your whole thought process. This means finding new ways to come up with ideas and new strategies. Changing your entire mindset might be difficult, but it is necessary. To help you with this, you first need to get your emotions under control. As an evolutionary defense mechanism for survival, the human mind naturally fears that which it does not understand. However, this might hinder you from succeeding in the modern world because you are afraid of trying new things. If you want to try something new, you need to get your emotions in order. This can be done by first accepting the fact that failure is bound to happen. You need to start seeing failure as an opportunity to learn rather than a bad thing. According to the author, the first key to unlocking the best, healthiest, and most productive version of yourself is by prioritizing your tasks. It is very easy to forget to plan ahead, especially with the way the modern world is moving so fast. However, planning ahead is very important to stay on top of your own schedule. But how do you plan effectively? John C. Maxwell suggests organizing and categorizing the types of things that you are planning for. You can categorize them in terms of aims, objectives, and targets. All three categories are completely different. Aims are broader, big issues that you want to address with your career. A good example is wanting to expand your business and opening a second branch, which can take up to a couple of years. An objective, however, can take anywhere between a few months and a couple of years to accomplish. Targets are smaller tasks that have to be done here and now, like writing a report for work. At most, targets will take up to 2 years to accomplish. Because targets and objectives are more likely to be everyday tasks, you need to stay on top of them and schedule them appropriately. As author Charles Swindoll once wrote, "I am convinced that life is 10% of what happens to us and 90% how we respond to it." This is also true for our approach to success. If you want to be more successful, you need to change the way you think. The beauty of that is that a successful mindset is not that difficult. All you have to do is see the big picture, accept failure as part of the process, never stop learning, and most of all, set your priorities straight. And that is how you can start thinking like a successful person. Feel free to tell us what you think about all this in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. As always, thanks for watching.